The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own. It may not be the opinions of the network, their group, their organizations they may be involved with.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly. They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow. And if you want cup power fill, they call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm a little bit delayed this AM. Oops, sorry about that. I was enjoying the thunderstorm. I woke up to beautiful rain, a lovely lightning storm. I love thunder and lightning, and it's one thing I miss in winter. So it was really nice to wake up this morning and see beautiful giant lightning strikes all the way across the sky. It was magical. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. I love rain in the spring. It reminds us of the cleansing. It reminds us of the growth. It reminds us of everything magical. I love it. There's so much change in the air. The smells, and I'm in the city, so it's great to see that rain come in and wash out all of that gunk and dirtiness that all built up on the sides and from the snow. And good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. Hope you're all having a fantastic morning. I was loving the lightning this morning. I tried to get some pictures of it, but of course, good morning. That's, it doesn't work when you want it to. So I think I got a little tail of some lightning, so I'm going to try and get those pictures up later. But yeah, it was really magical. Really magical. I really enjoyed waking up to that, and it rained really, really hard. So good morning, good morning, good morning. It's snowing here in northeastern Ontario. I'm sorry. But hopefully the warmth and the rain will hit you soon, and it will wash away all of that crappy snow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. It's Kim's birthday today. Knock Network. Kim is 60 today. She has shared so much magic, so much cannabis education. It's been amazing. Snowing here in Newfoundland. It's raining here in Toronto. It's gray. It's but it's going to wash everything away. So I hope the rain comes to you. Good morning, Wendy. I hope you are on an amazing adventure. Oh, yeah. But so ready for the rain to wash the gunk away and for spring to start. And what a great day. It's Kim's birthday. So we get this rain. It's going to wash stuff away. I guess it's probably snowing in northeastern Ontario for her too. So, she's probably not as happy about it, but it's weather, right? Got my thumbs up sticker. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, I wished her a happy birthday already this morning. Kim is an awesome lady. She sure is. She sure is. Yeah, it was so epic to get to spend the weekend with her. Beautiful house. It was so great. Not last weekend, but the weekend that just passed. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining. It's not raining in Kitchener at the moment, but they are calling for it. Yeah, it was raining, like I said, pretty heavy here. The lightning bolts across the sky were pretty phenomenal. They were very, 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 very large. So it's spring. There's the buds and the blooms are gonna start. And I don't know about you, but since the spring equinox, I've had some magic. Just magic. Happy hump day. There we go. I'm slowly making my way across this part of Canada, making my way to BC on Thursday for a few days, I think. Oh, you're looking fabulous. Why, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you are enjoying. Oh, there are so many magical things to see and experience on that drive. It's beautiful. I've never actually driven into BC yet. So I hope you're enjoying all of the magic. Snow's supposed to come here later. Yeah, I didn't look. I figure it's going to do what it's going to do, right? So, so big birthdays. It's Mrs. Cooper's. It's Kim's 60th birthday today. And it's a year for milestones. I'm turning 45 on the 22nd. I believe Ron on the network as well is turning 50. I've got a couple of friends that are hitting some milestone birthdays. It's happening. Like, it's happening. I was chatting with my girlfriends the other day and I was like, yeah, if a guy's 20 years older, and I'm like, I officially now have to say, someone 25 years older than me would be 65. What happened? Like, good morning. What happened? See, 40 this year, milestone. It's crazy. Oh, I like the radar today on the weather. It's insane looking today. I'm going to have to look that up. I do like looking on it too. I'm only young still. Well, that's good. Enjoy. And wait a minute. If you're saying you're young, are you calling me fucking old? Is that what's happening here, Justin? Just joking. That's the Mel. Oh, good morning. Happy Wednesday. That's okay. 46 this year. We are all getting old. It is. It happens so fast. I feel like, so fast. It's, yeah, like, where does the time go, man? My son's going to be 22. My grandson's going to be 2. I'm going to be 45. It's just, whew. Right? My ex-husband used to say, you're only as old as the woman you feel. I was obviously younger than he was. Yeah, it's so true. And age is nothing. I'm embracing every step of it. I have learned so much. 58 on April 2nd. I am sorry I missed your birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Wendy. Mwah, much love to you. For those that don't know, Aunt Wendy is always handmade. She makes some pretty epic little nitsy stuff. It's Zoe. How's it going, mister? How are you? So glad to see your face. Thanks for popping in. Happy Wednesday. We are chatting. We're just mellowing out. Age is just a number. It is so just a number. Don't be sorry I didn't tell anyone about my birthday. Of course. I know, but I feel like this is like the 4th year you didn't tell anyone. So we should have been smarter by now and like known it was coming. And it's not just this online crowd. I'm going to have to call Kathy and be like, so much love. So much love. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Happy rainy Wednesday. Happy foggy. It's not foggy, but dreary, dark Wednesday. But I'm hoping the clouds will She threatened to tell everybody I threatened things back. I figured you would. I figured that sounds so like a conversation between the two of you, but not that I'm special. But I feel like I should have gotten a pass here, Aunt Wendy. Like, I feel like Kathy should have reached out to me. I mean, I just should have known. See, I'm shooting all over myself first thing here Wednesday morning. Way to go, Mel. Yeah, no. I'm birthdays are not really that big of a deal. They are, but they aren't. Yeah, 45 this year though. That's so I'm just embracing it. Like I'm embracing my grays, my wisdom is showing, and I'm okay with it. It is what it is. I think I'm going to book a photo shoot. Crystal. I had a memory come up actually of the penny picture. That was 14 years ago. 14 years ago. I did a very sexy photo shoot with my lovely, lovely friend Crystal. And 14 years ago. Like, to remember my birthday is the same day as the 9/11 Twin Towers, just born different year. It's my brother-in-law's birthday. Yes, let's do a photo shoot. Aren't you coming to the city in the next week or so? Because I thought we were going to, there's a light thing at somewhere over here, isn't there? Isn't there something you were telling me about? I'm so bad. You know, that thing and the thing over there with the things and it lights up. You know what I'm talking about? She knows what I'm talking about, though. She knows what I'm talking about. It's amazing when you have friends and connections for 25 plus years. You get on the same brainwave there. It just kind of. So it's interesting that you mentioned how you remember, not how you remember your birthday, obviously, but that you remember your birthday. My birthday is 4/22. So I'm born on Earth Day, even though Earth Day didn't exist when I was born. But it is celebrated as Earth Day now. So I'm an Earth baby. And I always say it's 4/22 because I'm always a little late, but usually worth the wait. So that's my jam. So yeah, super excited. Oh, hoping to get up soon. I love you. I love you. That would be amazing. On my birthday, I went to visit the Peace Medal from Twin Towers we have here in Newfoundland. Oh, wonderful. That's a very nice tribute. That's beautiful for you to do. Thank you for sharing that, Justin. That's great. I need to do something ceremonial. I need to do something with the earth. I've been having lots of callings lately. I've been really working on my spiritual side, embracing all of my pieces, embracing all of my bits, and embracing my magic. And there's magic here, friends. There's a lot of magic here, friends. So I want to do something. I'm working on, I don't think it's here. No, it's over there. I'm making some seed paper. I really want to make an effort to heal the land and put some efforts back in. How do I know they're calling? Because I hear it, I see it, I feel it. Yeah, some things have been happening. The energy is changing. We are entering into the divine feminine energy. No, baby, I know. No judgment. I know it's a calling because I feel it deep within my soul. Deep within my soul. I've been doing some shamanic work, some learning, some healing, stepping into the earth medicines, and paying attention. When I was in California, I thought I was going crazy, friends. I'm not going to lie. I had some wild things happen when I was in Cali. And my intuition and my magic and my skills really kicked in. But my heart and my head were like, wah! And yeah. And so I really took some time to dive deep and to really listen. And we need to heal. We need to heal the earth. We need to heal the wounds. We need to heal. So I'm working on some public shares. I'm been writing and journaling, working on some things. And soon I'll be ready to share my story on this platform. I've networked with some pretty amazing spiritual beings through Clubhouse recently. And I'm actually speaking on Clubhouse. I have a room today with Simon from the Healing Journey House. I love it, Wendy. That's how I feel, how I'm feeling. No direction. I'm just going and listening to my heart, journaling a bit. I put a post up on Facebook today. I am shutting my website down. I am liquidating everything that I have. And I am stepping into a life of service. I haven't gone through the experiences that I've gone through in my life to just be like, okay. There was all a point. There was all a lesson. And there's all learning. And I think I can help. I think I can help share. I think that together, collectively, we can heal. Collectively, we can make changes. And so I'm making those changes. One of the first big changes that I have been doing is really showing my appreciation to Mother Cannabis. She spoke to me lately. It can sound woo-woo. You can think I'm crazy. I kind of did for a bit too. But she speaks to me. She speaks to me so deeply that it makes me emotional. And I see so much hurt. I see so much greed. I see so much clout chasing. And I see so much escapism from the actual medicine that she is. And I need to do something. So I need to stand taller. I need to speak louder. But I don't really know what the fuck I'm saying yet. So I've been leaning in. I've been doing some work. There's callings. There's energy. Energy is changing. Things are happening. So if things are happening to you, you're not insane. You're not crazy. It's this magical world that we live on. We are spiritual beings living a human experience, navigating these meat suits. And it's fucking magical. Magical. On that note, I want to do a card pull. Let's do a card pull. So I'm pulling from my Starseed deck, the Starseed Oracle deck. Yeah, I've had some things. I've been speaking with spirit. Woo! I've been receiving messages. I've released some old trauma. Oh, I think I'm crazy. I'm just at your kind of crazy. I'm great with that. I love that, Wendy. That is amazing. Embrace the crazy. Embrace all of it. The nomad lifestyle, I think it's fucking beautiful. I think you are such an example, such a ray of sunshine. The fact that you are following your intuition, your heart, you're just leaning in. And that's what we all need to do. We have become so disconnected as the human species that we have become unhinged, and everyone is suffering. People are hurting. People are struggling. And we don't have to. And we definitely don't have to alone. I think there's answers. So again, if you've had some crazy happen, if you have some stuff going on, and you're like, I don't know what is going on, come talk to me. Send me a message. We can chat. Because I've had some crazier shit happen. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it, friends. And I've been speaking on Clubhouse, and I've been speaking openly about the spiritual journey that I'm on and what has happened to me. And when I feel woo-woo, when I feel crazy, and I think just speak the words. Just speak the words. And when I speak the words, fuck, magic happens. We need to share our stories. We need to share our voices. And we really need to learn how to live from our heart space. Love every little bit of this fucked up journey that we're on. I think if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I needed to hit the road, get some spirituality. Those are powerful words, my love. Powerful words. I love you. I see you. I hear you. And I love you. Good morning, Miss Kush Princess. Good morning. I have been learning tarot cards and spiritual stuff like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lean in. Lean into your body. You are the magic. There's a beautiful book I'm working with by Asha Frost. And You Are the Medicine. And it comes from a shamanistic view as she's learning her medicine and stepping into her culture and her medicine that was taken away from her. And the more I lean in, the more I hear the drums. The more the beat calls. And it's not just the beat of the drum, it's the beat of our hearts. So, the card I pulled today was Karmic Relations. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. And it's funny because I used to read words like conflict and be like, ugh, and no longer. Karmic relations. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of the cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out cosmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflicts and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive, second guessing mode, instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, there's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Your Starseed Soul Inquiry. Which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow growth through conflict? I don't know about you, friends, but damn, that hit deep. Yeah. We learned so much through conflict, and so much of my life. I said I was working on a book called The Road Raging Trauma Bonding, not road raging, rage packing, trauma bonding. I didn't finish the rest of it yet, but yeah, I remember just there'd be so many times in my life that I'd be upset and just say, yeah, shut the door. You're out. I'm done. I'm not. Ugh. And when you pull back, when you see things, pardon me, I am fighting off a little bit of an infection. I've been doing some cleansing, cutting back on my smoking. Yeah. So when we can step back and we can assess things and really empathize. And there's a fine line between seeing people and seeing people's trauma and seeing that that's someone's toxicity and that that's not yours. Their perspective of you is based on their personal reality, on what happens in their life, what happens in their world. And often we don't even see the toxicity that we're stuck in. We don't see our toxic traits. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's so easy to get caught in those toxic traits and those toxic cycles. And again, for me in California, oh man, did they come face to face. Every little wound I had, every little trauma, every little pain, it felt like it just ripped to the surface. And I've had a bad habit of allowing people into my life that like to poke the wound. And they think that if they poke your wounds, they'll make you stronger. And they fail to see that that's how the infection is spread. And that's how that toxic festering oozes out. And yes, our wounds make us stronger. Yes, those scars, that scar tissue is an extra layer that, yeah, we see things differently. We firmly believe we have to fall on our face humbles us. We go, and then we're like, oh, fuck. Okay. Like I was saying to a client the other day, people think that first, because I'm this mushroom queen, people think that I consume mushrooms all the time. I don't. They're medicine. The medicine speaks to me. Medicine tells me when to take it. Medicine tells me when I don't need to take it. And sometimes the medicine calls to me. And I've learned now, when it calls to me, there's a message I'm going to receive. So I'm going to jump to a quick little commercial break on my online things. Instagrams are still going to be here with me. I haven't figured out how to switch it all yet, so you can listen to the commercials, but you can't see them. But I'm going to pop out for a quick break. Much love. And when we come back, I want to tell you about my first shamanic breathwork ceremony where I connected with my inner child and the magic that happened from that. So I'd love to share that with you. I'll see you in a minute, friends. I always forget how to run this thing, but I know how to run this thing, and then I just somehow magically forget. So let's do it.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com. Are you a Northern Ontario resident? Searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no sir to cannabis propaganda with No Sir. Find us at www.nocer.ca. Are you frantically pounding away on your keyboard these days to discuss your views, share your passions, teach a skill, or share a craft to the masses on social media? Podcasting in 2022 is a bright light that can help you reach a diverse audience. And NOK Network can help. Even if you have no experience, NOK Network will work with you to develop your content to air on our diverse network to reach a wide audience, allowing us all to grow together. Podcasts are aired on multiple platforms simultaneously, across social media and streaming sites, live through our network. Contact us and let's chat about how we can help you develop your podcast and join the NOK team.
Green Irene's transformative health and wellness coaching. Hypnosis, NLP, and cannabis strategies to help you. Retrain your brain and create the change that crafts a brighter tomorrow. If you're tired of battling behaviors and bad habits, or sick and tired of being sick and tired, or poor habits, schedule a call and discover how I can help you using hypnotherapy, NLP, and cannabis strategies. Go to www.greenirene.ca and book a call today.
Welcome back, friends. Thank you. I had a little smoke break, so I got a little cough. I know I shouldn't, but I did. And that's okay. Cough, 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 cough. So, when I was in California, my heart and head told me one thing. And my brain, my heart and my head, which is my brain. My heart, my heart and my head. My heart and my head told me one thing. And my body told me a completely different thing. My intuition told me a completely different thing. And I thought I was losing my mind. I really thought I was losing my mind. And I reached out to a friend. And I reached out to a friend that I hadn't spoke to in years. And it's random. And this woman I've known for probably 30 years. Come from a very small town, so we have mutual friends. And, we kind of grew up in the same circles, a little bit different age. So we weren't, at the exact same platforms. We went to different high schools. But we grew up together. And for some reason, I reached out to her. And I was just like, can we talk? And she said, sure. And we ended up chatting. And I found out that she was on a shamanic journey. She's a Reiki practitioner. Her name is Sam Reiki. I share some of her posts in my Instagram. And I'm actually going to do a post on my Mel-O Out page for her. So she offered me a breathwork session. And I thought, okay, I've never done breathwork. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm down to try. And so for a shamanic breathwork session that my sisters have been taught with, and the medicines that they work with, they do a land thanking ceremony, blessing the land that we are on, giving thanks to our ancestors. They do a land recognition, a prayer, a thank you. And they call in a spirit team to help us. And as she performed this ceremony with me, I laid down. She had a beautiful playlist. It was on a video chat, and it was open mouth breath work. So for an hour, it was and when you do any type of deep diaphragmatic breath work for that long, you can have things happen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Don't be sorry, beautiful lady. Happy birthday. Good morning. Happy birthday, Kim. So there's some contraindications. There's some things that can happen, some cramping, you can go lightheaded. You can visit your ancestors. You can have some visions brought to you. Sometimes none of that happens. And the only thing that they guarantee is a good heart massage, a lung massage, and a very dry throat. And you'll be very thirsty afterwards. So I thought, okay. And vulnerability is one of my superpowers. So when I'm safe and when I feel safe and I feel in a position, I can be completely vulnerable. And I trusted my sister. Excuse me. So we started the breathwork ceremony, and she had music playing, and she plays instruments, and her intuition kicks in, and she knows exactly what to say, exactly when to say it. And she guided me through this beautiful, beautiful journey where I walked up a mountain. And as I was walking up a mountain, I met a little girl. And she was scared. She was so scared. And I grabbed her hand, and she was afraid of this ominous dark, this black, scary, I'm not going to lie, it scared me. Her fear scared me. But in that moment of love and compassion, as humans, we don't like to see others suffer. So I grabbed her hand and I told her it was okay, that I would guide her through the dark. And I guided her through the dark. And I said, you see that light? We just have to follow the light. and we'll be okay. And we followed the light. And as we walked through and up this beautiful mountain, that ominous, scary black, we realized it wasn't ominous, it wasn't scary, it wasn't even black. It was night. It was the dark. It was the dark sky. And the light we were following was the moon. And we climbed up to the top of the mountain, and we gave thanks to the moon. And we noticed the beautiful grass, and it was dark, but we could see the flowers. And we began to dance in the grass, and the fireflies came up, and we danced with the fireflies, and we twirled, and I picked her up and I spun her, and it was that moment that I realized it was me. It was my inner child. It was little Mel-O. It was little Mel. And that was a pretty profound experience. And we giggled and we laughed and we danced and we played. And as we walked back down the mountain, I told her how sorry I was. I told her I was sorry for all of the situations that I put her in that she wasn't ready to handle. I told her I was sorry for any pain that anyone had brought on to her. That I was sorry that I didn't have the tools at the time to protect her more. And that I saw her and that I loved her. I loved her unconditionally. And she told me she loved me too. And she told me it was okay. She told me that it made me into you. And that's magic. And I gave her a hug, and I gave her a kiss, and I left her at the plateau. And she waved goodbye, and she was so happy. And that was one of the first steps into my true healing journey. I've studied human behavior. I've studied psychology. I've studied sociology. I've studied anatomy. I've studied physiology. Love to learn. And I've learned and I've implemented and I've studied and I've practiced and I've done all kinds of things. But that spiritual journey, that healing element, seeing myself, seeing my inner child, sharing that love with her, man. And then I realized I had a lot more healing to do. But I didn't know. And of course, we have something happen like this. We have something magical in our life happen. You're like, okay, I got all the pieces. Now I can. And sometimes we still can't. But that's okay. And I think that that's what began the Broken Cup journey. Sam, I just shared my beautiful story of my first breathwork ceremony with you. And how much magic and healing came from that. And how much connected healing there is. And you pop in my life. I'm not surprised. I love you, sister. Spirit speaks with us and Spirit works with us. And we're not alone. We're divinely guided on this journey. And I can guarantee you, whatever you're going through, someone else is too. And someone else has a little bit more of the insight, a little bit more guidance, a little bit more awareness. Or maybe they moved to California and went crazy and fell flat on their face and dug deep and found some answers. And maybe their story can help. So healing is linear. It doesn't just happen. Good morning, beautiful friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I was speaking before about the mushrooms and how I'm viewed as the mushroom queen. And I said if people actually knew how little I consumed mushrooms, they might be disappointed. They are medicine. And I listen to the medicine. I listen to when the medicine calls me. And I listen to when the medicine tells me I don't need it. And the spiritual journey can be wonderful and magical and so eye-opening. But it can also make you feel pretty fucking intense. And the amount of times, Sam and I have joked about this often, the amount of times that I've spent on the in the fetal position on the floor, sobbing, because I did it all. I fucked it all up. I was the reason. Or seeing for the first time. But that's where the release happens. That's where the magic happens. I used to hold tension. I held so much tension. I think it's part of the reason I went to massage school. I held so much tension in my diaphragm area, my solar plexus, so much tension. And I learned how to release that tension. We don't have to hold it. Energy is magic. Energy is crazy. And dis-ease in the mind, body, and soul leads to disease in the mind, body, and soul. And we can do things to energetically release those. I had an amazing conversation. Just a comment, doing my morning mushroom dose. Nice. I had an amazing conversation with a wonderful woman named Wendy that I am going to have on the show. I'm actually going to be on her show as well. And she's got some magic. She's got a pretty magical story. But we were talking about fascia and fascia in the body. And fascia is a connective tissue. It's a protective tissue. It wraps everything in your body from muscle fibers, tissues, organs, bones, everything. We call it the lubricant. It allows things to slide. It's the white in your steak, the meat, the fascia. It's all about the fascia. And it's the interconnective tissue. It holds energy. It holds it can move electricity through the body. And I had an amazing conversation the other day with Wendy about how mycelium is the fascia of the earth. And fascia is the mycelium of the body. And I firmly believe the mushrooms have the answers. If they're calling out, listen. They have a message for you. And if you need help processing that message, reach out. There's friends that can help you. There's people that can help you. The world that we know is changing. And if we embrace it, it can all change for good. It can all be the positive. It can all be the love. I feel it with every fucking fiber in my being, friends. Every fiber. I have my own personal things going on. And sometimes I get so excited. I'm just like, No! I have no idea why. But I do. And it's coming. So lean in. Lean into those medicines. Lean in to the breath. Lean in to the love. And lean into the plant medicines. And yeah, you can have some magic. You can have some magic. The magic's here. It's here. It's here for us to all embrace it. So, on that note, you will be blocked as soon as I have access to my video. But thank you for the engagement on my live video. I appreciate it. Thank you. We are going to do a pull from the Fairy Oracle, the Fairy Wisdom Oracle deck. I love this deck. I have had this deck for a very long time. And it shares beautiful, magical, heartwarming messages. So I'm going to ask that Spirit send a card for the collective with a message that helps elevate our hearts and our souls. The Wild Violet. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, look at that mushroom. Number 59. Wild Violet. Keyword, romance. It may be time to perk up a current love affair or to welcome a new one into your life. Think of all the romantic things you can do. We always hear about the fairy tale romance, but as fairies will tell you, it doesn't happen without some effort. A relationship should be based on mutual respect and honesty and love. Small things go a long way in perking up a relationship. There is the small kiss on the cheek just for nothing, or the hug at the door. Really listening to your partner is vital to any relationship. Get the basic building blocks under the relationship and keep them building. Even if you are not currently in a relationship with another person, you can treat yourself by creating a space in your home to pamper yourself. Romance isn't just for some. It's about a pretty tablecloth and flowers in a vase, soft music to relax by, or a nice glass of not wine to drink. I guess you can drink wine if you want. Before a warm fire, you are worth the effort. How can you put more romance into your life? Oh, great goddess of life, bring romance into my life. Cast about me an attraction spell. Pull it from a wishing well. Make it strong and make it true. For this I send my gratitude to you. So be it. I challenge you all to write a love letter to yourself today. You got some funky hair going on there. Woo! Write a love letter to yourself. Love all your bits. Love the broken ones. Love the shiny ones. Love the dusty ones. Love all your bits. Yeah. And if he's out there, I mean, hey, I'm about to be 45, man. Time's running out. It was so amazing to have you here. I was having a little off morning and jumping in and sharing magic. Oh, it can really change how we feel. It can really change so much. So Just before I go, I want to remind you to breathe into your heart. Breathe into your mind. Breathe into that heart space with love. And release all of that tension. Release anything that no longer serves you. Straight into the lungs, into the sides, into the chest. And a forced exhale. So much love to you, my beautiful friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining once again. Fuck, we made it another week. Woo! And if you want to deep dive about some more spiritual stuff, I got a room going on today at 3 o'clock. And 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Clubhouse. There's a link in my bio. I think at least for my Clubhouse, I will get it. I'm going to get a link up in my stories on Instagrams and the Facebooks, and we'll go from there. So I'll be there at between 3 and 4. If you're a Clubhouse friend, I do have a room on Clubhouse called Breaking Cups with Mel-O. And yeah, it's just bearing your soul arts, smashing the norms. I'm not sure when I'm headed back that way, but when I do, I'd like to stop off to see you. I'd love it. My clubhouse is in a nice old oak. I want to visit that clubhouse. I want to be invited to that clubhouse. That clubhouse sounds amazing. I mean, this clubhouse is pretty cool too, but that's my kind of clubhouse. That's my jam. So I put the call out earlier. If there's a man that wants to build a clubhouse in a tree and adapt the nomad lifestyle and just travel and share magic, I'm your bitch. I'm right here. Hello. Much love, friends. It's so great. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all so much.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly.
They call me Mel-O Yellow.
Quite rightly. They call me Mel-O Yellow. They call me Mel-O Yellow. They call me Mel-O Yellow. And if you want cup power fill, they call me Mel-O Yellow. They call me Mel-O Yellow. They call me Mel-O Yellow.